What's up, y'all? That's what's up. One more time. What's up, y'all? Wait. So I'm so happy that y'all came out here today to make this a priority, to help make our event, The Unfinished Business of the Civil Rights Movement, a great success. Thank y'all. Give it up. My name is Osalie Hawkins, and this is Anna Grant, and we're two members of the Point Breeze Organizing Committee. I want to say a good thank you to Ms. Wilma and also Ms. Chris for providing food out there in the bag, so give it up for that. All right, so we want to see who in the room with us. Let me see. Do we got Clue in the house? Make some noise. We can make noise in here. We got this from all day. All right, let's see. We got Put People First in the house. Wait. Let me see. Unite here. Decarcerate PA. Okay.
I've been following you guys.
Let me see. Vote People SOS. Wait. One Love Movement. Wait. If I forgot anybody, please take this moment right quick to shout out your organization.
Shout it out, Jesse.
Action United. Got you.
Asian Americans United.
AAU. Wait. Hold on. I think I see Soul in the house too. We got Soul back there. Wait. So, as I mentioned a moment ago, and then I am members of the Point Breeze Organizing Committee. Our organization is a coalition of long-term residents and new residents who are committed to building a vibrant working class Point Breeze. We're committed to building political power that it would take to make sure that the development process does not push out long-term residents. And in fact, we want to build that political power so long-term residents can shape the development process for the betterment of the whole community. We're committed to building that political power that we can exercise on any issue that allows us collectively to shape up our own destiny so we can have our own self-determination.
Right on!
All right, so I just want to give everyone a sense of what's about to happen. We're going to do 3 things today. First, we have some very powerful speakers who are here with us. 2 of them have traveled from far away, one from St. Louis, Missouri, one from Durham, North Carolina. And they're going to give us some perspective on the challenges that all of us are facing. And the second 2 are from our very own city, and they're going to talk about how we can bring change in Philadelphia and in the state of Pennsylvania. So we know that deep social change was not automatic or easy during the civil rights movement, and it won't be automatic for us today, right? And so one of the things we've tried to emphasize a lot is political education, learning from people who have years of experience about how to organize and build power. So second, after our speakers, bless you, the Point Breeze Organizing Committee is going to come up here and we're going to announce our platform of demands and our plans for how we're going to fight for those demands, how we're going to build the power we need to make the changes that we need. And the platform we've written together is the result of literally hundreds of conversations, going door to door, having meetings with many of you, doing a lot of research, and so the platform really contains the input of a lot of the people who are in this room. And our plans to fight for that platform are all about how you can get involved. And so we're not just here to learn, we're here to take action together, and we've got a lot of work to do. So that's our second piece. And third, we hope that those of you who want to ask questions of us or of the speakers will stick around to continue the conversation at the end. So we'll announce our platform, our plans for the summer, how you can get involved. We'll close out our program by singing some freedom songs together, and then we'll have some time for Q&A at the end. And there's also a comments box on the sign-in table if you can't stay to talk in person, but of course we hope that you do.
Give it up. So a lot of people put in a lot of work to help make this event a great success. So I want to see, put your hands in the air if you went door knocking with us. Wait. Keep your hand up if you made a phone call, if you told a neighbor, or if you passed out a flyer for this event. That's what's up. So I want to talk about leadership. When we're talking about leadership, it's not in the sense of being a formal authority or an expert or even an elected official. We believe leaders are people who have the ability to get other people involved. To take someone from feeling hopeless to move them to action. To move someone from a place of powerlessness to feeling empowered. Leaders aren't born, they're not ordained, they're developed, they train, they build skills through struggle. That's how we think about leaders. I also want to talk about why we chose the name of this event, The Unfinished Business of the Civil Rights Movement. For a summit that's going to mark the 50th anniversary on a March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, it may seem like an easy choice to title our event The Unfinished Business of the Civil Rights Movement. In a country where the Supreme Court just to overturn a very important provision in the Voting Rights Act, it may seem like the title needs no explanation, right? But it's worth explaining, because we picked this for very specific reasons. First, it doesn't matter how many blogs or papers or politicians call what's happening on Point Breeze progress. We're going to define progress in the tradition of the Civil Rights Movement by the standard of racial and economic justice. That's to say, what's happening on Point Breeze is about race and class. We're going to make sure that that's recognized. Finally, on this point, why we chose this title. Sometimes when we knock doors, we come across people that say, "It's nothing that we can do," or that you have to only pray quietly or hope that our elected officials will get it done for us. That wasn't what the Civil Rights Movement believed. They recognize that we're up against powerful interests, and they recognize they have to struggle against those interests. They recognize it's going to take a lot more than signing one petition or relying on elected officials. They knew it would take sacrifice. They would take training as organizers, and they knew something else. That you had to build a movement. And then when there's a movement of people that lead, elected officials will follow. The Civil Rights Movement, among other things, was up against Jim Crow segregation. And at Point Breeze, we're up against, among other things, Jim Crow-style gentrification. We believe, as a matter of conscience, and also as a matter of self-determination, it is time to take up that work. To take up the unfinished business of the Civil Rights Movement.
That's right. Thank you.
So I'd like to invite up in a second a very important leader in the Point Breeze Organizing Committee and in this neighborhood. Osuli talked about leadership, right, as the ability to inspire more and more people. And what happens with that kind of leadership is that we realize we're not alone. We're not the only ones who care, and that means, very concretely, that means we don't have to accept the status quo. It means we can start to feel hopeful. And so this woman from the beginning of this project has almost never showed up to a meeting alone. She's never let the rest of us work in isolation or forget that she has our back. And I want to ask her to welcome people to our event and to say something about bringing folks into collective action and believing in each other. So please give it up for Ms. Gwen Purnell.
Well, first I'd like to welcome everyone that came out. Everyone that came out. And you came out because you are leaders. And we thank you for coming out. We thank you for coming out because you are leaders.
Right on.
If you were not leaders, you would not be here. And we thank you so very much. We want to thank the guests that came from near and far, just to try to instruct us a little bit, put us on the right track, because we all need it. We all need to be helping each other. There's quite a few organizations in here. And I'm so glad to see that we're all linking as one. This is something that we need to do all the time. We have to take each other's back. We have to find a child that is not doing anything and help and give them something to do. We have to help all the way from the very beginning to the top. Because if we help ourselves, we're helping someone else. And if we help someone else, they're helping our children. And we have to remember, every official that is working against us, we put them there.
That's the thing.
If we did not vote for who would help us, we put them there. We have to remember what to do when it's time to do it. We have to stand together. We have to learn to love each other. If we love each other, we'll help each other. We have to look past all other race, color, or creed. We are one people.
Right.
We started from one person. So that makes us all one people. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so very much, because we're going to sit in our tent doors and we're going to listen to everything that we can just collect, and we're going to use it. And when someone else here, a different organization, has something going on, let us know. Because we have to unite. United, we will stand. And we need to let the people know that is not giving us what we need. We need to let them know what they're doing by our next election.
All right.
And we need to go and get someone else to come out and vote. It's not all about one person. We have to get together. If we get together, this is our city, this is our state, these are our communities. Let's run them, let's rule them, and let's stop the foolishness.
Thank you. So at this point, I'd like to ask our 4 speakers to come up on the stage. And I'll give each speaker an introduction as they speak. But I want to say, come on up. Give them a round of applause and thank them for coming. So I'll introduce each of them in depth before they speak. But first I just want to say, we thought carefully about what combination of speakers could give us some insight into our situation. Right? Because gentrification, the pushing out of working class people from our cities, union busting, public school closings, privatization, these things are happening all over, right? And so they're happening in our city, not just because Mayor Nutter doesn't care about struggling communities, although that may be true, but primarily because we're part of a bigger political and economic picture. And so our speakers today are going to give us a big picture, put forward some vision. We've also asked them to root that vision in history. And we'll hear about the city of Philadelphia, and we'll hear about our state of Pennsylvania. And even though getting this big picture understanding can feel like a lot, it can feel overwhelming, we're not doing it just to be smart, right? We're doing it because using our big picture understanding when we make our plans for how we'll come together to fight is how we're going to win. And we're in it together, and we're in it to win.
All
All right.